It's motherfucking Easter Sunday. I had to put a motherfucking lock on this motherfucker right here. Yeah. Y'all know why. So Felicia can stop banging on the goddamn door. So I can stop playing this goddamn Friday scenario. Shit. And talking about my brother, Debo, so-called brother. Ain't seen that motherfucker in months. Right around the time all this demonic shit started, here he comes. That's his truck right there. One of them anyway. Here Felicia talking down the street now and shit. And believe it or not, since the first day I met her, she's still wearing that purple sweater. Every motherfucking day. Playing out this Friday shit down to a T. This ritual that these assholes pulled off that led up to that shit in Paris, Notre Dame Cathedral. Same shit that happened last year, October 3rd, when Donald Trump sent his message. Yeah. Weather got bad, just like it did this time. Demons came through. Demons went nuts in this house. Same old scenario. Snake showed up just like it did this time. Yep. Hell is repetition. All right, what you gonna do, nigga? Yeah, get out of the way. Well, what you gonna do, motherfucker? All right, now. You better not try to crawl up this motherfucking shovel. And you better not come back in here, motherfucker. All right, let's get it up. See if I can do this shit. All right. Goodbye. I'm waiting for Stanley, the female Stanley, to take her monkey ass in the house. I see she putting shit in the truck, in the back of her truck. She don't want me to do some more manly shit for her. I ain't doing shit. Waiting for her to get the fuck out of here so I can make my usual journey to the gas station. Yeah, get your ass in the house. Let's go. Let's do that shit. Uh-oh. It's your ass, Mr. Postman.
Okay, don't stop what you're doing. Let's keep it moving, yep.
Raise your hands up in the air. Raise your hands up in the air. Raise your hands up in the air. Oh, glory. Raise your hands up in the air.
Back to Hell House. Lord have mercy. Help. It's been about 3 hours since I came back from the gas station. When every time so-called Illuminati pull off these fucking rituals and shit, brother. Every time the Illuminati pull off these rituals, days leading up to that shit, it started to get weird around here, you know. This happened, like I just mentioned, this happened last year, October 3rd, when Donald Trump sent his message, you know. Hell is repetition. Same fucking scenario that happened last year, it happened this time. Leading up to this false flag ritual that they pulled off. Days leading up to this shit, you got motherfucking the weather start acting weird and shit. The temperature drops. Demons on the way. Wind be blowing hard in the motherfucker. Niggas start sneezing and coughing and all kinds of shit. I get sick in some way, shape, or form. Same fucking shit that happened when they pulled off that shit on October 3rd, Donald Trump's message. That's exactly how this shit played out this time. Not to mention seeing a snake. It happened then, and it happened this time. Now, one of the things that happened during those days leading up to that particular event with Donald Trump and his message, I noticed, it's just like I just realized this shit now, because every fucking thing that happens is prophetic. During that time, leading up to that shit that happened last year, leading up to October 3rd, the back door, the lock was fucked up. And I couldn't get in the house, you know. In so many ways, this is the Holy Spirit, like, here comes the shit. Don't go in that house type shit, you know. And this ain't really got nothing to do with the temperature. You know, obviously it's cold as shit all winter. I had no problem with that lock. But right around the time we about to have these false flags and rituals, it'd be certain events that they doing that's bigger than usual. These type of strange things will happen. So I couldn't get in the back door for a number of days. The lock was fucked up and had to use the back door. Use the front door. You know, can't leave the door unlocked because you know these scary ass niggas. Yeah. So this shit happened again. days leading up to all this shit that went down, this Friday scenario, them pulling off that false flag and all that shit, I couldn't get in that fucking back door again. That lock messed up again. Once all this shit calmed down, all of a sudden that lock on the back door started working again. Now, when I came back from the gas station, because as y'all know, I just showed this shit earlier in the video, there was another snake in the backyard. Saw that motherfucker just before I left to go to the gas station. So when I came back, I couldn't get in the back door. The lock was messed up again. I remember this time, I'm like, oh shit, what is this? I know I just seen a snake. Now I can't get in the motherfucking back door. The lock messed up again. So now what? So I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna break this key trying to get in this damn hell house. Ain't that a bitch trying to get out of this motherfucker and can't get in the bitch? But anyway, I'm like, okay, I don't want to break this key, so let me go and go to the front door. As soon as I start walking around, getting ready to walk around to the front door, here comes Felicia. I was like, oh shit. I was like, shh. I'm running to this motherfucker so she won't start. She already was talking loud as shit. Yeah. Hey, I put the fucking chain on and lock on the gate so she wouldn't have got to the back door, but goddamn, she was talking loud. So I talked to her for a minute, let her know not to knock on the fucking door because of these niggas, and gave her a couple of cigarettes, and that was it. See how that shit played out? If that lock on that motherfucking door wasn't fucked up, oh my God, who knows if she would have been, because she couldn't get to the back door, so she might have been banging on the front door. Yeah. So there's some fates for your ass, that lock messing up again. Yeah. So based on this bullshit that just happened, seeing this snake and running into Felicia before she started banging on the motherfucking door, I just ended this Friday scenario shit. For now anyway. Yeah. Black Jesus. I am. But just like everybody else, I gotta go through my shit as well. My soul, my spirit is trapped in this physical body just like everybody else. I haven't attained total recall yet. I haven't ascended yet. So I still got my problems and issues just like anybody else. Help me, please. Please help me, please. What up, Black? And talking about haven't ascended yet. Because you know going through this shit is fucked up. Because it's like me being who I am, but still being in this third dimension. Gotta go through the shit that everybody else goes through. It's like I'm all knowing, and at the same time I don't know shit. All powerful. Yeah, I feel weak like a motherfucker. I can do anything, but I can't do shit. That's my life in this world. The weak is considered the strong, and the strong is considered weak. And like I said, talking about ascension, haven't ascended yet. My dad passed away in 2015, January 2015. 2 weeks after he passed away, I started seeing him in my so-called dreams. I've been seeing him from time to time over the last 4 years. And because he hasn't truly ascended yet, he's still getting on my nerves. Because he had his issues before he left this motherfucker too. So he's been gone for 4 years, but he hasn't truly ascended yet. So he still got issues. Acting just like he was acting before he left. I know you got different levels within each dimension and all that shit. But 4 years in our time, if I was up in that motherfucker for 4 years, I'd be ruling that bitch. That fourth dimension, level within levels, whatever the fuck it is. Because it's all about levels. The level that you are on now is obviously gonna make a difference when you go to that next level, that fourth dimension. During your time, so to speak, before you reach total recall, total ascension. So this nigga still over there acting damn fool, bothering the shit out of me. And every time I see him, he would still look like he did when he, when he was before he left. He was 81 years old when he passed away. I talked about the dream that I had of him before he passed away, where he's a young man and shit, in his new body and shit. And eventually, after he passed away, I seen him. He was young again, shadow boxing and shit, like I mentioned. Like I said, getting ready to kick some ass and shit. Big motherfucker. So talking about all the shit that I've been going through the last number of months. Spirit world opening up like a motherfucker. Seeing these demons and all kinds of light orbs and experiencing all kinds of shit. Seeing everything, like I said in the other video. Seeing these celebrities, so on and so forth. Family members in my so-called dreams, all kinds of spiritual shit. And during this time, I ended up seeing my dad again in one of my so-called dreams. And I ain't seen this motherfucker in a good while, number of months. So before I seen this motherfucker in my so-called dream, I was asleep all night. And it was about 10 o'clock in the morning. And I can hear this motherfucker calling me. Michael? Woken me up and shit, yeah. And I'm like, oh boy, here you come. I dozed back off. Motherfucker started calling me again. Michael. I just got out of the fucking bed. Like, what do you want, nigga? Yeah. And you calling me home? You better be where you need to be. Because if not, don't be calling me. Shit. I ain't going through this reincarnation bullshit no more. Fuck that shit. Based on knowing my dad personally and all the things, the spiritual things that's been going on, I know he's I know he didn't die in his sins. He all right. But like I said, he just got his issues. Like I and we got our issues. So he hasn't ascended yet. And last time, come to think of it, after that shit, when I finally saw the motherfucker in the dream, it was days after I heard him calling me. Woke me up and shit. But it was like days later. I seen him I had a so-called dream and he showed up. I think I was in the house or something. And I turned around and that motherfucker just looking at me. And then walked off fast. Well, what the fuck are you doing? Playing peekaboo? Still crazy and shit. And one thing about it, seeing him again this time, I saw him as a young man again. Because like I said, most of the time I've seen him in my so-called dreams, he still be old. He was 81 years old when he passed away. He was young this time too. Looked more there's something about it, looked more clearer than ever. And I think that's based on the fact that, me seeing him at this particular time, him being young, and he looked even more like alive in a sense than any of the other times I've seen him. So obviously he's been going to a higher level as well, but he ain't truly ascended yet. So he still got his fucking issues too. Fucking peekaboo. But yeah, I've been through this shit so many times. This Friday scenario has finally ended. I was worried this shit was gonna continue. And like I said, it's ended for now. So who knows what's next? Craig is dead for now. What's next? Help me. Help me, please. Please help me. Help me, please. I hope this shit really is over. At least this Friday scenario shit. Now, while I'm making this video, here comes Felicia. Talking loud and shit. Damn! Lord have mercy. I've talked about this a number of times. Of course. Having a conversation with my Father in heaven about this life. Yeah, it's like, okay, I have to do this YouTube shit and live with these niggas at the same time. Now I know why he's doing this shit, but goddamn, I mean, come on, witnessing against these motherfuckers is part of my job, obviously. But do I gotta live with the motherfuckers too? This ain't just about these niggas in this family. It's the niggas in this family. It's the niggas in the streets. It's all this shit that's going on. How I'm so connected to the spirit world that it affects me directly in ways that it don't affect other people. Then you got the shit with YouTube, the chemtrails, the Illuminati, demons in my dreams, all this shit that my Father in heaven is inflicting on me. He don't want me to have no fucking rest in any way, shape, or form. Because he's using this shit to refine me in the fire. He's using all this madness to make me stronger. Lord have mercy. It's like, okay, I understand. But why can't I just do this shit and at least get away from these motherfuckers? Yeah, it ain't no place to go really as far as getting away from all this madness. That ain't happening until this shit truly ends. But at least let me get away from these niggas. I mean, what the fuck? Black sheep of the family, they gonna start pointing the finger at me like it's my fault that we live in the fucking ghetto. I mean, what the fuck? Motherfucker. I mean, goddamn. This is how these niggas are, always using me as the motherfucking scapegoat and shit. Like it's my fault. We got crackheads and crazy ass niggas living in this motherfucker. And my nephew, who I was driving to the gas station with, just told me that 8 niggas just got killed the other day. Yeah, that's some prophetic shit. That number 8. Like they always talking about the 88 constellations. When that shit lines up, all hell gonna break loose, which is basically the sixth seal and all that shit. They made a number of movies. That Godzilla movie had a big ass number 88. They made sure you saw that shit. Big ass number 88 up on that ship and shit. They showed it in a lot of motherfucking movies. Quentin Tarantino had the crazy 88s and Kill Bill. I can go on and on and on about that shit. All this shit is prophetic. All this shit is prophetic.
My schedule yesterday just didn't allow me to get to this, but this is quite fascinating, this Notre Dame cathedral burning down. That's an understatement, but there are several things very quickly this morning that just were put out in front of me that are like, whoa, this is absolutely something significant going on here. Pretty much everybody in the world has probably seen this. But I made videos, I don't know, a year or two ago, showing this particular scene and seeing this as the collapse of the, quote, Christian church as the world knows it. There are true Christians, there are pseudo-Christians, there are all sorts of Christians, and not many of them even know what a Christian really is, never mind actually live like a Christian. But I digress. When this steeple here, this spire, falls, it's interesting to watch a very specific part of it. And I'm going to try and give you the comparison to these two first, the best I can. So we'll get this one started, and we'll bring this one up and get this going. And you can see, that's pretty crazy, right? But if you continue watching this one, the iPet goat, this is amazing because right as the spire's falling, you see this cross? This is the main cross on this cathedral. And watch as the spire takes out the cross right there, okay?
And my nephew, who I was driving to the gas station with, just told me that 8 niggas just got killed the other day. Yeah, that's some prophetic shit. That number 8. Like they always talking about the 88 constellations. When that shit lines up, they made a number of movies. That Godzilla movie had a big ass number 88. They made sure you saw that shit. Big ass number 88 up on that ship and shit. Quentin Tarantino had the crazy 88s and Kill Bill. I can go on and on and on about that shit.